to lower their tax bill.
Yeah, and the charitable deductions, that like, I think there's another place where they're donating things to museums. And so then I'm not sure, and I'd actually ask if someone can answer this, how it works between what the value of ETH was when you purchased something versus how much ETH you end up having. And so it does stuff with tax losses, because it's like, if you bought an NFT when ETH was worth more at a certain amount of ETH, is it the dollar value of when you purchased it? It's
less of a loss because the price is.
Well, and so then now I think that there's people who strategically decide to sell NFTs for more ETH now that the value of ETH is down, because they're trying to pile up ETH.
Yeah.
And then that's the weird thing about the NFT to ETH and dollars market, is that some NFTs hold their value in ETH versus dollars. And then since ETH and dollars changes so much, like the way that taxes work, imagine that I have an NFT that I paid 20 ETH for when ETH was 4,800. But this is just like it's like a tax question. You know what I mean? If the value of ETH goes down, but I get more ETH, like imagine I sell it for 80 ETH instead.
So
at 2,000.
The dollar value is lower, but I get more ETH in general.
I think we'd have to like talk to some tax specialist and figure that out.
Yeah, it's interesting. The game has changed as far as our tax.
Yeah, but there was like one story with NFTs, and like when you really get down to it, again, no, I think it wasn't about Amazon.eth being spoofed. What it was Franklin is Based, who's like a famous NFT account that has a lot of Bored Apes and like a really famous gold Bored Ape. What he did was apparently had so he had buy my domain please.eth listed for I think 1 ETH. And then what he did is he put a fake bid by himself for 95 wrapped ETH as a joke. And then a bot arbitraged it or arbed it. And then they bought the domain for like 1.6 ETH and sold it to his fake bid on his own domain for 95 ETH. So basically the guy lost $100,000.
Yeah, so
for being a jackass and like
guy lists the ENS for 5 ETH. Then he bids 95 ETH publicity as a publicity stunt. Our bot buys for 5 ETH and then sells back to the guy for the 95 ETH. So it's like all these smart contracts operating.
Yeah. But so what someone was saying was, it was like, oh wow, this guy just admitted to spoofing. And so that's what they do with stocks, and it's very illegal to put bids. So imagine that you're like an owner of a company and you put up a fake bid with all the money you have on your stock, and then people think that someone else is like trying to invest in the company at a certain price. So people try to buy it up, because if that purchase increases the value, it's straight up like it's illegal if you do it with stocks, and the SEC will like. And so people were making fun of him, and then people were also like, bro, you're going to jail. Like, you just admitted to doing like a fucking crime.
But he also he lost on his scheme.
Yeah. No, so, and then I think even after that, someone was like, I think the person that got the ETH was then like, hey, if you give me like an ETH, I'll like give you the money back. And then like the guy gave him another ETH, and like, that was really the like, okay, you're gonna give like $1,000, $2,000 to the person to give you back the money.
You just push the heart deep, or push the knife deeper, where it's like, hey, give me 2 more ETH, I'll give it back. Just got 2 more ETH.
At the end of the day, what if it all was a psyop? And what if he still just all did it for publicity and attention?
Culture.
Yeah.
Just for the culture, just to post it. This is like some of these like stories are just so outrageous. Like, who is that stupid to do it like that? But I guess there's a lot of stupid people out there in the world.
Yeah.